March 1st, 1896. In the cold mountains of northern 20,000 Italian soldiers marched forward, convinced they were about to claim another African colony before breakfast. They expected scattered fighters and easy surrender. Instead, as the morning mist lifted, they came face to face with more than 100,000 Ethiopian warriors standing in disciplined formation. This was not going to be a conquest. This was going to be a reckoning. At the center stood Emperor Menelik II, calm, focused, and prepared. Beside him was Empress Taitu Betul, the driving force behind unity, logistics, and morale. What Italy saw as a simple colonial campaign was about to become one of the greatest military upsets in modern history. To understand why Adwa happened, we have to go back to 1884. At the Berlin Conference, European powers carved Africa into pieces without consulting a single African ruler. Britain, France, Germany, and Belgium claimed vast territories. Italy, late and desperate to prove itself, turned its attention to the Horn of Africa. But Ethiopia was not like the others. It was ancient, Christian, independent, and politically complex. Menelik III watched as African kingdoms fell one by one, not because they lacked courage, but because they were divided, unprepared, and underestimated their enemy. Menelik decided Ethiopia would not make the same mistake. After becoming emperor in 1889, Menelik faced Europe not just with armies, but with intelligence. Italy approached him with a treaty promising friendship and protection. Hidden inside was deception. Article 17, written differently in Italian and Amharic, attempted to quietly turn Ethiopia into an Italian protectorate. Italian newspapers even began referring to Ethiopia as Italian East Africa. Menelik immediately saw the trap. Instead of rushing to war, he played the long game. He sent envoys to Britain, France, and Russia, exposing the fraud. At the same time, he purchased rifles, artillery, and ammunition from rival European powers. While Italy believed Ethiopia was weak, Menelik was modernizing his army. And Empress Taitu Betul was doing something just as important. She traveled across regions, convincing hesitant leaders that unity was the only path to survival. She organized supply lines, coordinated communication, and personally rallied warriors. By the time Italy realized what was happening, it was already too late. By late 1895, Ethiopia had mobilized one of the largest armies Africa had ever seen. Tens of thousands marched across mountains and valleys toward Adwa, bringing supplies, livestock, and support networks with them. This was not chaos, it was coordination. Italian General Oreste Baratieri, confident in European superiority, made a fatal mistake. He split his 20,000 troops into separate columns for a night march, relying on poor maps and underestimating Ethiopian knowledge of the terrain. Ethiopian scouts tracked every movement. Menelik positioned his forces on high ground in a massive crescent formation, ready to surround the invaders. The mountains themselves became part of the strategy. At dawn on March 1st, the Italian columns emerged from the passes and froze. Ethiopian forces filled the hills around them. Gunfire erupted as the sun rose. Italian brigades were isolated, attacked from above, and overwhelmed. European formations collapsed under relentless rifle fire, artillery, and cavalry charges. Empress Taitu Betul was on the battlefield, directing supplies and rallying troops.
Menelik controlled the flow of reserves with precision, never allowing the Italians to regroup. By mid-morning, the Italian army was broken. Entire units surrendered, others fled, thousands were killed or captured. By noon, the battle was over. Ethiopia had won.
The aftermath stunned the world. Italy was humiliated. Its government fell. European powers were forced to confront a truth they had denied. African armies could defeat modern European forces. The Treaty of Addis Ababa recognized Ethiopia's full sovereignty. Ethiopia stood alone as an independent African empire in an age of colonization. But Adwa's impact went far beyond borders. From Haiti to India, from the Caribbean to the United States, oppressed peoples celebrated Ethiopia's victory. Adwa became a symbol, a blueprint for resistance, a reminder that unity, preparation, and leadership could overcome empire. Pan-African thinkers like Marcus Garvey would later point to Adwa as proof that freedom was possible.
Adwa was not just a battle, it was a message to the world. That history is not written only by empires, that courage can outmatch technology, and that unity can change the course of destiny. Today, Victory of Adwa Day is more than a commemoration. It is a reminder of what people can achieve when they refuse to surrender their future. If this story moved you, share it. Remember Adwa, and never forget that when people stand united, even the most powerful forces in history can be challenged.